everyone! Sorry for being almost an hour late. OBS wasn't cooperating with me for some reason. And yeah, I actually had to close my Starreal and OBS windows over and over and over again because for some reason OBS wasn't picking up my Starreal audio. But yeah, finally it worked now. So yeah, since we're short on time right now, I think what we're gonna be doing for today is that maybe we will only do 2 companion missions. So that would be Serval's and Gepard's companion missions. Yeah, I actually had to do 2 adventure missions to unlock them both. So yeah, finally. Okay, I cannot wait to find out more about the LANDAU siblings. So yeah, let's go. Okay, we're gonna first start off with the Serval companion mission. And now let me go get the quest log real quick. Wait, actually, wait. I forgot to claim my stuff. Oh shoot, I haven't done my dailies. Anyways, I'll do that later. Okay. So, let me get my quest log over here. And then okay, this one. So, Serval's companion mission is called Time Express. Head to the Goat Hotel for your appointment. Serval invited you to have afternoon tea together at the Goat Hotel with a clumsy excuse. After all, there is no such thing as a free lunch. You immediately realize that there is more to it. No matter what, head to the Goat Hotel and chat with Serval. Who can resist a free cup of coffee? At the very least, Serval is one of the few people in Belobog that you call your friends, no? And now let's go navigate this one.
There's inspiration in every glance and every breeze.
Also, Code Cutie, hello, welcome to the stream. Okay. Also, by the way, let me know if my mic audio is louder than my game audio. Oh no, I think it got reset. Okay. Okay. Wait, I'm just checking my audio real quick. Yeah, I think this should be fine. Yes. Okay. Anyways, I will now go to the Goat Hotel. All good. Okay, nice.
Weather's pretty nice, huh?
Where did they get to? Ah! Speak of the devil. I was just wondering when you might show up.
I never say no to a free afternoon tea.
Don't worry, there's enough to go around. On the house, order whatever you like. There's something I need your help with. I had to make it up to you somehow.
Oh wait, I think the audio is too loud for the game. So let me just go adjust that real quick. Okay, that would be I think this one should be fine. For some reason my audio settings got resetted for some reason. Anyways, yeah, I think this should be fine.
Looks like we're not the only ones who wanted afternoon tea today, though. We'll have to stand up for the time being.
Well, I'll help myself to the tea then.
Don't drink too much, or you won't be able to sleep tonight. Anyway, about the something I needed your help with.
No need for the formalities, let's hear it.
Well, you're clearly better traveled than I am, and I know how generous you are. I feel embarrassed to ask now. How can I put this? If I remember correctly, you, March, and Donhong came here on that train. The Astral Express, right?
Yep.
I was wondering, is the train accepting new passengers?
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Why are you asking this all of a sudden?
Well, it's just... the dust has settled now. The Stellaron problem has been resolved, and Cocolia... Forget it. It's nothing. Forget I said anything.
Well, I can see Serval as a member of the Nameless, though.
You see, there's not much left for me here except to carry on repairing equipment in the workshop. I like practicing the guitar, and performances are fun, but the crowds are pretty small. Besides, I'm a researcher. How could I not get excited about the chance to explore new worlds up close? Everyone gets tired of living in small places like Belobog after a few years, right?
Yeah, as far as I remember, the Astral Express hasn't been to Yarilo 6 for quite a long time already. I understand how you feel. Welcome aboard.
Really? You're gonna say yes, just like that?
But I'll still have to ask the others for their input first.
I understand. I'm counting on you.
Also, Susie, and welcome to the stream.
I know this is a lot to ask out of the blue, so apologies in advance.
Not a problem, just leave it to me.
I knew I could count on you.
There goes Serval. I better send Himiko a text and ask about the request.
Okay.
Or I guess I could ask Mr. Yang. Or Pom Pom. Who's the best one to ask?
I think among the three of them, I think Himiko is the one I should ask, since she is the one who she's the navigator of the express after all, and she was the one who fixed the train. So yeah, let's do that.
Let's send a message to Himiko.
Okay. Miss Himiko, I have a question. Ask away. Does the express welcome new members? New members, of course, so long as they're willing to travel with us. The express door will always be open. But I would like to know more about your friend. In your experience, what kind of person are they? She is meticulous? She's a mechanical prodigy with a meticulous mind. That's pretty good. Maybe she and I will have a lot in common. Oh, I would love to see a Himiko and Serval interaction. What I'm saying is, I agree with letting your friend on the express. Ask her to take her time packing her stuff. Our express will always welcome new passengers. Thanks, Himiko. Don't worry about it. If there are other issues along the way, feel free to let me know. Okay. Alright, so we have officially started the quest. We're now gonna report back to Serval. Okay. Also, yeah, that's actually my default. No, I wouldn't say default, but that's actually I made my Twitch live notification like that on purpose.
Come around and have a look.
Celeste is surprisingly live. So yeah, so basically, if let's say any unforeseen circumstances come up, like me being late a while ago, I could just say, "Hey, I am surprisingly live." Okay, report back. Oh, Gepard!
You should go and talk to Lady Bronya, Serval. It was her personal invite, after all.
I know. Let me think about it.
What are you guys chatting about?
Perfect timing. Please, talk some sense into her.
I knew it.
I'm not taking sides. I don't even know what the deal is.
That's just it. There is no deal.
Serval, I understand your reluctance to rejoin the Silvermane Guards, but Lady Bronya values your talent, and she sees how much you could contribute to the rejuvenation of Belobog. So I came to talk to you about it.
Oh, yeah. Actually, as far as I remember, Serval did get kicked out from the guards because Okay, let me try to recall what I've learned from the Belobog main story so far. So we did get a flashback wherein Serval was she was so close to discovering the secrets of the Stellaron, but since Cocolia is using the Stellaron for her personal agenda, Cocolia, even though she and Serval are friends, Cocolia had to get Serval fired or something. Yeah, it was such a painful it was such a painful moment for both of them.
In any case, you should at least pay her a visit.
Okay, I get it. I'll make a trip to Klipoth Fort and tell Bronya what I really think. Sorry, I need to get this over with. Let me know what they said when I get back.
Same old Serval.
That's your sister for you.
Is she creating trouble for you too?
Not really.
Sorry. My head's still in the argument. It's like this. As you know, my sister used to be one of the research team leads in the Silvermane Guard's technology division.
This one.
Stellarons were her main area of research. But her expertise went far beyond Stellarons. She was, and still is, well versed in mechanical engineering and other fields. Immediately after her succession, Lady Bronya set her sights on Serval's talents. The Supreme Guardian wants her to resume her technological research and be a shining light for the revitalization of Belobog.
Oh.
However, you saw her attitude just now. I doubt her meeting with Lady Bronya will change anything. It'll probably just leave them both feeling dejected.
Maybe she just wants to see the outside world.
I think there's more than one element to it. My intuition tells me this is mostly linked to Madame Cocolia's passing.
Sounds like you've got a story to tell. Let's hear it.
Never mind. It's just a personal hunch. I've never been good at reading my sister's mind. I can tell the two of you have a close bond. If you get the chance, see if you can persuade her to open up about it.
Oh yeah, I'm assuming that this companion mission took place sometime after the entire Belobog main story. And yeah, as we know from at the very end of the Belobog main story, actually Cocolia passed away.
Hand on heart, I wouldn't want to see her sitting behind a desk in Klipoth Fort and sighing all day either. Belobog is too small a place for a mind as inquisitive as Serval's. Maybe it would be better for her to join you on your journey. I'll admit, I'm a little worried about how she plans on getting all this across to Lady Bronya. Are you busy? Let's go and wait for her in front of Klipoth Fort.
Okay, so we now are gonna go to Klipoth Fort. Okay, Klipoth Fort. Okay, let's teleport here. Okay. We're going to talk to Bronya again, it seems. Oh wait, Gepard, hello once again. The last time that he stood there was during the Belobog main story. Wait, actually, I'm not sure if I took a picture of the two siblings yet, so I'm gonna go do that. Okay. There we go. Yay, LANDAU siblings. Let's go. Also, speaking of LANDAU siblings, as far as I know, their younger sister, Lynx, is gonna be playable real soon in version, in the next patch, version 1.2. And, actually, I think she's a quantum character. Yeah. I think Stariel announced that some time ago in their Twitter or something. And so far, among all the LANDAU siblings, Serval is the only one that I have right now. I do not have Gepard yet. I've always wanted the Gepard ever since the start of Stariel, but unfortunately he hasn't come home yet. But that's okay because so far all the 5 stars I've been getting were really quite useful to me. They've carried me all the way.
Doesn't seem like they've finished talking yet. I hope it's not turning into a shouting match. Let's go in.
I understand your circumstances, Serval. I respect your choice. It was my mistake to make an unwarranted request without considering your own wishes. allow me to offer you my apologies. I hope you don't take this matter to heart.
I'm glad that Bronya realized this though, because yeah, Serval is. I think that Serval is still processing what happened to Cocolia and all.
No need, Bronya. You're a supreme guardian now. Don't let a little thing like this... Besides, I'm the one who should be apologizing. I've put my own personal reasons ahead of Belobog's reconstruction.
I get it, Serval. After all, you and Mother...
Yeah, they had a falling out there.
Sorry, I don't mean to open up old wounds. But there's something I need to ask you. This guitar, I found it after going through Mother's old things.
Wait a minute.
She was never a music lover, so I thought this might be connected to you.
Cocolia, you...
Did she keep the guitar all this time?
It's nothing.
Oh.
You're right, it does belong to me.
Oh my god.
In fact, it once belonged to me and Cocolia.
A shared guitar.
It was our shared treasure. If you don't mind, Bronya, could I take it back to the workshop?
Of course. I'm sure there's a story behind it. But that's between you and Mother. I won't pry. I hope you have an amazing journey, Serval. Do remember to visit home when you get the chance.
I will. Thank you, Bronya.
Okay, I really cannot wait to find out more about...
I assume you heard our conversation just now.
We heard everything, Serval.
I didn't expect her to be so open-minded. And she didn't even try to persuade me to stay. She didn't summon me just to return the guitar, did she?
I wouldn't rule it out. She's good at reading people's minds. She would have known that you'd never set foot in Clopoth Fort voluntarily.
I also find it really interesting that they placed this entire dialogue here near this NPC who's playing the guitar.
After all these years, I never thought I'd set eyes on this guitar again. Guess we're stuck with each other.
So what's the story behind it?
Well, it'll take a while to tell. When we were in cadet school, Cocolia and I were notoriously disruptive. We were always coming up with the next crazy invention. We called it exploring the infinite possibilities of new technologies. This guitar was one of those inventions.
Oh!
Cocolia came up with a name, the Super Electromagnetic Flux Player, or electric guitar for short.
Wait, you sure that you didn't come up with that name?
Don't believe me? Let me tell you, Cocolia and I shared a similar way of thinking back in the day. It's a bit of a mouthful, but I liked it at the time. It was a rock and roll name. I told you it'd take a while to tell the story. Let's get back to the workshop first. By the way, want to help me pack my bags? Huh? That melody.
That's one of yours, right?
I didn't think many people liked that one. Seems the city might have a few nice memories of me after I'm gone. Well, it's getting late. Let's head back.
I really wish that at some point in the story we'll get to see Serval have a concert or something. Actually, wait. Let me go see if she has some band lore here. Because from what I know so far, I think Pela is the drummer. Okay, this one. Let me go see this voice line right here.
PELA'S got a lot on her plate. Plus, she also does volunteer work on the weekends sometimes. That's why we usually schedule Mechanical Fever's rehearsals at night. She's a flower-growing drummer and a great report writer. Name a more reliable girl. I'll wait.
Okay. Let me go take a look at her character stories. Okay, let's see if there is some. Wait, Mechanical Fever. Oh yeah, Mechanical Fever is the name of her band, by the way. Okay. I'm not sure if there's any here. I think I'll have to check off stream. Okay. Hello, Gepard, once again. Okay. What should we do now?
There's no place like home. I never feel completely free out there. Gepard, can you lend your dear sister a hand? Help me pack my bags.
Am I allowed to refuse?
Am I
This
allowed to
place,
refuse?
Just looking around gives me a headache.
Okay, I promise this is the last time. I'm about to go traveling with her. Who knows how long it'll be before I can visit home again. You should help me pack while you still have the chance.
Fine. I'll give you a hand.
You just need to make yourself at home. You've done plenty of work already.
Help Serval pack her things? Okay, let's do this. Wait a minute. Let me go talk to Gepard real quick.
And I thought I was messy.
Looks like Gepard's got his work cut out for him.
Good luck with that, Gepard. Okay. Let me see. I wanna take a picture. Wait. Let's do this. Okay. Okay, we will cover the other serval there. Can't let them know there are two servals in this picture. Okay. Save. Alright. And then okay. I think this one should be fine. Mhm. Okay. Let's go back up. Unfinished letter. Serval, what's this on the desk?
Oh, that's a letter I was gonna send to my mom. I haven't even finished writing it. There's nothing personal in it. Have a read if you like.
You're still writing to Mom and Dad?
Only to Mom. You know, I still don't get along with Dad.
You know, Serval, if you're really leaving Belobog for a while, you should pay them a visit first.
I'll think about it.
I hope that gets stored in our inventory or something. I wanted to read it. Okay. Oh, this one. Serval's guitar. Wait. I'm gonna go take a picture of that one. Okay. It's also identical to her guitar actually. So this must have been a prototype or something. Okay, so let's take a picture. Okay. Oh wait, I forgot to claim my assignments. Dispatch. Claim. Dispatch again. Oh! Wrong button. Anyways. Serval, can we hear more about this guitar now?
Since you're so curious, I'll give you the whole story. This guitar was actually given to me as a birthday present by Cocolia a long time ago. I came up with the design, but I was never able to build it. Some of the raw materials were either too expensive or too hard to get a hold of. She helped me turn the concept into reality.
Oh.
Quick as lightning, always keeping her word. That was her way of doing things. back then, I thought we'd be friends for life.
If it was a gift, why was it in Madame Cocolia's office?
I don't think anyone realized, but back then we were so close we didn't even differentiate between each other's possessions.
Oh.
We shared pretty much everything. We lived in the same dormitory, went to the same school together every day, ate together, whiled away the time together, and occasionally talked about music together, though it wasn't something she was overly familiar with.
I see.
That's how things were until the day we fell out. A lot of our shared possessions never left her office again. I was always looking forward to the day she'd return this guitar. I thought that would be the day we could bury the hatchet. Now that I think about it, perhaps I was too naive. She'd probably forgotten it even existed.
That is so sad, though.
And that's the only Cocolia you guys ever got to know, huh? Always ahead of everyone else, never looking back, even for a second.
Yeah, I do think that the Stellaron, because we did get to see a lot of cutscenes in the Belobog main story, wherein Cocolia was slowly succumbing to whatever the Stellaron's voice is saying to her. So yeah, that must have been one of the big factors why her personality just changed so drastically.
She put it all out of her mind. Me and every memory to do with me.
I think as far as I remember, in one of the cutscenes before the Cocolia, no, not cutscene, in one of the scenes before the Cocolia boss fight, so we got to see some Cocolia flashbacks, right? And so there was one cutscene between her and there was one flashback between her and Serval, and as far as I know, the Stellaron's voice said something like, "There's no place for Serval in the quote-unquote new world," which Cocolia is trying to achieve. So yeah, something like that. You didn't do anything wrong, Serval.
I know. But that's what makes it harder.
Let bygones be bygones, sister.
How did the conversation get so heavy again? No good. Let's talk about something interesting. You know something, Gepard? That guitar case in your hand and my guitar? They're both from the same prototype.
Oh!
The super electromagnetic flux player.
I never knew your guitar had a connection to me, too. Quite the story.
Sometimes I keep forgetting that Gepard's weapon is a guitar case. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so we're now gonna pack 2 more things. Okay. What else do I have to... Okay, this one. Mysterious plant specimen. Serval, what kind of plant is this?
Oh, that? It's a botanical specimen. Little Lynxie sent it during
Aw,
one of her research
Lynx.
trips. As for the name, I can't quite recall.
Snowman's Palm. And little Lynxie is the youngest sister of the Landau family, by the way.
Yes. Snowman's Palm. My memory's the worst.
It's the only plant here that looks like it's still alive.
Hey, watch it! Anyway, this specimen means a lot to me, so I'm bringing it with me. Thanks for the reminder.
I actually didn't notice that there was a plant here, so... Okay. Actually, that kinda looks more like a cactus for some reason. Yeah, it kinda looks like a cactus. But I could be wrong. Okay, we have one more object left to go. Okay, this one. What's in the case, Serval?
Well, let's see. Yes. Silvermane Guard's standard issue portable heater. It's broken though.
It's a family heirloom. It belonged to Rhonda once.
Wait, who's
You should
Rhonda?
take care of it.
I wanted to keep it with me. But that's the problem with old things. The less you use them, the easier they break. Besides, no one's paying me to fix it, right? Hey, wait a minute. Didn't I teach you a few machine overhaul skills? Want to practice on this old antique?
She's gonna let us fix this thing.
Here
Okay
we go
then.
again.
Little Jeffy, did she order you around like this too?
Like I said, let bygones be bygones.
The principle behind this machine and the one you fixed when you first came to the workshop is the same. You'll understand when you see it.
Yeah, this is definitely a puzzle.
So, I'll leave this one to you. In return, how about I tell you the backstory behind it?
Oh, that's a good deal actually. No problem, let me have a look.
I knew you were a reliable apprentice.
I'm doing this for the lore, Serval.
Think about it. You helped me fix my machine the first time you came here, and now you're helping me the last time too. That's called having a beginning and an end, right?
Well done for putting up with her for this long.
Okay, alright, let me go do this. Actually, you know what? I do not actually know how to solve this. I just do trial and error over and over. But yeah, they're a lot easier than the
great
Sanjalofu puzzles.
Like I said, a reliable apprentice. As promised, let me tell you the story behind this little heater. Its original owner was an ancestor of the Landau family,
Ah!
Rhonda Landau. She was one of our great heroes who participated in the defense of Belobog 700 years ago. The records tell that during the decisive battle, she led 2 Silvermane Guard brigades. She engaged the enemy for 4 full days and nights in the fight for the city. I still have the newspaper clippings from that time. I'll show you when I get the chance.
She must have been pretty strong.
Of course. After all, she was a Landau.
Take responsibility for your choices and the people of Belobog. Every Landau is driven by that ethos.
That should be everything.
Okay, we're gonna go talk to Serval again. Okay. What should we do now?
Finally. I think I must have left cadet school with about the same amount.
No easy job. Serval, I want to ask you again. Do you really want to leave Belobog and go with the Trailblazers?
Of course. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I can't miss it. What's wrong, Gepard? Oh, I see. Can't let go of your dear old sister, huh?
Forget it. I don't want to complicate things for you. But before you leave, I have one last request to make. The garrison is heading down to the underworld soon, to survey the situation around Boulder Town. Why don't you come with me?
Huh? You just said you didn't want to complicate things for me, and now you're sending me on a mission. Aha! You just want to spend as much time as possible with me before I go, right?
Sorry for the background noise.
No, it's not that. I've heard there are a lot of old energy cubes in the underworld, and you're probably the only person in Belobog who knows how to swim them.
Yeah, I think Gepard is just really getting Serval to stay a bit longer. I see how it is.
Why don't you people of the city one last favor before you go?
Even at a time like this, you're thinking about the people. I don't know what to say. All right, I'll help you out. The first and last time the Landau siblings will work together.
Thanks, sis. If you have the time, do you accompany the garrison? You're Belobog's hero. I'm sure you must be popular in the underworld. The Silvermane Guards will face less resistance if you come with us.
Of course, remember to send me a message in advance.
Thanks. I'll contact you when the guards have finished their preparations.
I'm tired of packing. Let's leave it here for today. Thanks for your help. I drank all the tea. Why am I getting sleepy?
Oh! I didn't expect that it was gonna be this quick. Okay then, so I think we're in the... Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I'm heading back to the military zone later. Do you want to go with me?
What do you think about this whole matter with Serval?
Huh? If you want my opinion, all I can say is that it's in character for her to say something and then do it without thinking. She's always been impulsive. She doesn't mind creating a headache or two along the way. If she can remedy that habit during her trip with you, then I guess it will have been worth it.
You're sad to see her go, aren't you?
Turns out I'm no good at hiding it.
It's obvious.
She's my sister. We grew up together. I'd be lying if I said I'm not going to miss her. I'm not afraid of being alone. After all, there's that, communication device you gave me. If I really miss her, I can send her a message whenever I want. It's more that I'm worried she won't look after herself properly. Then again, with capable people like you as travel companions, I'm probably overthinking things.
I'm kind of thinking on whether or not I should read Gepard lore from the Wiki. Yeah, maybe I might do that.
It's getting late. Let's get ready to move. Is there something else you wanted to talk about?
Okay. We should get ready to head out.
Agreed. As soon as you're packed.
Okay. Alright, no more Serval quest dialogues I see. Okay, so I think we're gonna proceed to the next quest, right?
I'm heading back to the military zone. Agreed. As soon...
Where should I teleport though?
I'm heading back to the military. Agreed.
Military zone. I'm just gonna see if I can teleport right there or something, so... Okay, there we go. So we have a Gepard message right here. Okay, we're preparing to set off. Let's meet at the overworld cable car in a bit. So sudden? It's not urgent. I still have to head back to the military lines first. I'm guessing Serval just left home. If you arrive before us, you'll have to wait for a while. Anyway, see you later. Okay. Looks like when it comes to the VOD for this companion missions, I think I'll just combine the Serval and the Gepard companion missions together since they're connected anyways. So yeah, we're gonna go do that. Okay, so this next part of the companion mission is called Only a Child. Meet up with the LANDAU siblings at the overworld cable car. It is about time to meet the LANDAU siblings. According to Gepard, you're absolutely required for this underworld trip with the guards, and you like hearing this. As it is, why don't you go to the overworld cable car and meet up with the LANDAU siblings? Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot they have a cable car. It's been a while since we last rode
There's
that
inspiration
one.
in every glance and every breeze.
Oh wait. Wait. I should go down the stairs, right? Okay. I will try my best to find the stairs. Okay, this one. Okay. The last time we rode this thing was during the underworld portion of the Belobog main story. Okay.
You're here. Thanks again for agreeing to this.
You look like you only just got here.
You're not wrong. It's only been a few minutes. The highest priority for today is establishing good negotiations with the Chief of Wildfire. I'm about to get that process underway. Serval was a little delayed on the way over, but that doesn't affect our schedule. Let's set off.
Alrighty.
Hold up, I wasn't that late.
Negotiations will be held in the Boulder Town Clinic.
Ah, okay.
Serval and I are newcomers, so you'll have to lead the way.
Natasha, this is Natasha's clinic. Okay.
The underworld isn't exactly how I remember it.
Feels like we're not getting many friendly looks, huh?
Yeah, I do think that the overworlders and the otherworlders still have that tension. I mean, I couldn't really blame them since Cocolia ordered the... She was the one who ordered the closing... oh wait, what was the word for that again? The lockdown of the underworld. Because back then, before that lockdown happened, this passageway between the overworld and the underworld was still open, but due to Cocolia's order, she had to lock down the pathway between the overworld and the underworld. I think as far as I remember, her reasoning for during that time was because she had to make sure that the fragmentum wasn't how do I say this? She didn't want she wanted to focus on taking care of the military front lines here on the overworld. She didn't want to yeah, something like that actually. I need to give myself a refresher on that. However, even though the underworld wasn't feeling that much pressure when it comes to the fragmentum, it still affected them because as we can see in a lot of areas here in some areas here in the underworld, especially this rivet town right here, the one with the orphanage, that one was severely affected by fragmentum. And yeah, also the underworld is due to the lockdown, it also affected their resources because they were just fighting their way through life day after day just to have something to eat, stuff like that. And then what else? Yeah, basically it was still tougher here in the underworld as compared to the overworld. Yeah. Oh my god, Belobog history is actually a kind of, I wouldn't say it's complicated, but a lot of stuff did happen between these two. Okay, so we're gonna go right here. Okay, so this is Oleg.
Well, well, well. I don't think our little clinic has ever played host to an occasion like this.
We meet again, Mr. Oleg.
Oleg will do, son. Oh, you. You probably won't know. Our young Silvermane friend here and I had the pleasure of speaking to each other at a certain Guardian succession ceremony. We're not complete strangers. But as for this young lady...
The name's Serval. I'm, an ex-engineer from the technology division and... Gepard's sister? Pleasure to meet you, Chief.
Likewise, miss. The more the merrier. And it's good to have you here again. It bothered me and Natasha that we never arranged a formal welcome for you. Once we're done talking, you must all join us for a meal.
We'd be honored. But to your point, Oleg, let's finish our discussions first.
Quite right. Let's head inside. Too much commotion out here.
Okay, so we're gonna listen to the meeting between the Silvermane guards and Wildfire. So just a little bit of info about Wildfire. So if the overworld has Silvermane guards, the Wildfire is kind of like the Silvermane guards of the underworld. It's basically Wildfire was actually the one who had the initiative to be the guards of this underworld right here. Okay, yeah. Oh my god, I really need to give myself a refresher on Belobog lore. It's been a while. It's been a while. Okay, I actually wasn't expecting that these four will meet at one point. Okay, let me see. Oh yeah, by the way, Natasha is actually the leader of Wildfire. It's just that Oleg was usually the one who is doing Wildfire leadership for her, but it's actually Natasha who's the leader. Yeah. Surprise.
Huh. So she's your sister. The Landau family is full of talented young people, I see.
You're worried that Underworlders might still hold a grudge against the Silvermane Guards. So you want to show your solidarity with the Trailblazers to build some trust. Seems like a sound strategy to me.
Rebuilding trust between the two worlds has always been a priority for Lady Bronya. People here must have felt abandoned by the guards after the passage was sealed off. If we were to simply take over the Underworld in the name of the Supreme Guardian, I can only imagine how people would react.
Seems like you have a good handle on the situation. I see now why you made captain at such a young age.
So, you're also saying the guards want to work with Wildfire and use our reputation to win back people's support, correct?
I wouldn't use those exact words, but that is more or less what we want to achieve.
If that's the case, I've got a question for you. Since this offer comes from those who left us to our fate for more than a decade, how would you react if Wildfire refused? Would you use force?
She's not trying to be diplomatic about it, is she?
Natasha won't back down easily.
Who is she, anyway?
The barrier between the surface and the underground was the product of the former Supreme Guardian's misjudgment and the policies that resulted from it. The people of Belobog should have stood together, but instead, we were made to blame and hate one another. Lady Bronya wants Belobog to heal, so the Silvermane Guards need to regain the people's trust. But we won't achieve that by kicking doors open and policing everyone around. As a grassroots organization, Wildfire did an extraordinary job maintaining order for over a decade.
Yes, that's
In
true.
the absence of the guards. I can only imagine how much work you put in to protect the underworld. I can assure you that the guards are not here to seize power. If it takes time for the people to trust us, so be it. We're willing to take small measures and serve as an auxiliary force to Wildfire to help maintain peace.
It's kind of like a collaboration that they're proposing.
I hope you can see that everything we do to rebuild trust and make Belobog work for all.
Little Jeppy has grown up.
I've never really seen this side of him before. The more you learn.
That's an answer I can accept. Oleg, what do you think?
I think there's no need for the guessing game to continue. It's obvious we share the same goal. With the help of Bronya, Serval, and Gepard, we're one step closer to rebuilding a united Belobog.
I agree. Tell Bronya that Wildfire will work with the Silvermane Guards on security matters. However, things aren't simple down here. Please also tell her to draw up plans in case the situation demands...
Oh no.
Monsters! Monsters from the Fragmentum! They're swarming toward the town!
Oh shoot.
Not good. Stay here, Natasha. The patients need you. The soldiers and I will handle this.
Understood. We'll be counting on you.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Actually, maybe I'm gonna guess what the next part will be for this quest, but so I wonder if this will be the first time that Gepard will be fighting off against the Fragmentum monsters in the underworld, because he's actually, since he is stationed in the overworld most of the time, he's yeah, I think he's much more, he spent much more time defending the front lines in the overworld as compared to the underworld. So yeah,
Everyone rushed
this
outside.
might be a good
I should probably see what's happening.
this might be a good opportunity for the Silver Main Guards to know that the Fragmentum situation here in the underworld is also as serious.
Please, help my friends!
What happened?
The monsters invaded the mine. Please, you have to save my friends. Otherwise, those things would tear them apart.
Don't worry. The Silvermane Guards are trained for these situations. Where do we find them?
The Great Mine! The one with the big ore vein!
Understood. I'll send my men to set up a perimeter and start the rescue operation right away. Mr. Oleg, please entrust the Silvermane Guards with the rescue. The defense of Boulder Town will need Wildfire's expertise. Watch out for ambushes, and be ready to receive wounded soldiers.
You're a natural-born commander. Understood. Leave it to me, son. Your troops will be unfamiliar with the layout of the mine. I'll send some of my men to be your guides.
Thank you. In the name of the preservation, I promise we'll do everything we can to save lives. I'll go on ahead and lead the troops to the mine. Catch up to us when you can.
Okay, talk with Serval and head to the Great Mine. Okay, let's do that.
I couldn't get a word in while they were talking. A duty-bound soldier and a resistance leader. It's hard to be rock and roll in front of people like that.
That is true.
You know, maybe I need to put my inner struggles in a broader context.
Rock and roll means choosing your own way of living. Yeah, this kind of reminds me of Shinyan from Genshin all over again.
My own way? I don't even remember what kind of life I want. It's just... I see people fighting for their lives, and here I am thinking about how to escape. I feel guilty about that. Wait a minute. Was that Gepard's plan all along? Use guilt to make me stay?
Surely he couldn't have foreseen a monster invasion.
That's true. Anyway, since he asked for help, it's time to give those monsters a shock. You know the way to the Great Mine, right? Let's catch up with Gepard when you're ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
That's all you needed to say. Let's go.
Okay. Oh, okay. Alright, I know the theme just for this one. Alright, so we're gonna be wait a minute. Okay, wind. Yeah, I can do wind and wind. And what else? Yeah, I'll just go all out with the wind. So, okay, challenge. I'm gonna use my main theme for this. Wait, let me see. Wait, this one also works too. Yeah, I'll go with this one instead, I think. Yes. I just leveled Serval to level 70 yesterday, I think. So yeah, this should be good. Oh yeah, by the way, I've been I would like to share something real quick. So I know that in one of my streams I said that I would not be pulling from the Blade Light Cone banner, but surprise, I did. I am such a clown. I got his light cone. Okay, just for transparency. Oh shoot, wait. Oh my god. Just for transparency purposes, I'll show my 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 summoning history. Okay. All right. Actually, I got him at a very early pity. So that would be oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 21. I got him at 21 pity. I did not expect that at all. Like every time I think I did 3 10 pulls for that, and every time I did a 10 pull I was like, I think I'm gonna regret this. I think I'm gonna regret this. And then by the time I did my third 10 pull, the I saw a rainbow outline in the summoning ticket, and then I was like, oh shoot, did I get the 5-star? And I just had no words during that time, and by the time the light cone flash on screen. So yeah, you know how the game shows the path before the actual 5-star character or light cone, right? So yeah, the destruction icon popped up, and at first I was like, oh shoot, is this a Clara light cone or a Blade light cone? And then bam, it was the Blade light cone. Yeah. And I've been a Blade main ever since that point. Let's go.
Put all artillery units on standby. Wait for my command to bombard enemy positions and cover our infantry advance. We have a choke point here. Tell all infantry units to switch to double line formation. Close quarters in front, gunners behind. Remember, get the wounded out as soon as possible, and always secure your flanks before advancing.
Yes, sir.
Ah, you're here. Get ready. We need to help the infantry lines drive deep into the mine.
How's the situation?
The back of the mine has been secured, which gives us a forward base to send in supplies. The Silvermane Wildfire Combined Regiment is conducting rescue missions as they advance. The battle is fierce. I need to get to the front line. I'll leave the command post to my officers.
I don't know much about warfare, but I don't see why a commander needs to lead the charge. The situation here is totally different from the restricted zone. Gepard, let me and her clear the way for you. You should stay in your command post.
Thanks, Serval, but please trust my judgment on this. I made a promise to Mr. Oleg to save as many people as possible. I have to see to it myself.
I see.
There's no stopping you once you've made up your mind. Fine, we'll do it your way.
Let's move out. We need to clear a way for Wildfire and the guards.
Okay, this will be the first ever time that Wildfire and the guards and the Silvermane guards will be working together. So yeah, we'll see how that turns out. Okay, let's If is already at the current level. Okay. I keep forgetting that we have an elevator here. Okay. Oh my god, why are you
All
running?
Civilians, please go to the bridge immediately.
Ah.
The Silvermane guards have set up a defensive perimeter. You'll be safe there.
There's a monster heading this way. What should we do, Gepard?
Bring it down. We need to cover the retreat.
Okay. Alright. I think I will survive with this team.
Time for an overhaul.
Okay.
That paradise may be unsavory.
And start with Blade.
Receive divinity. Eternal sleep. The dead will return.
Oh, I didn't realize that I was on slow-mo.
That which is seized must be repaid.
Okay.
Perhaps you still don't. Humanity never conceals its desire to control.
I'm not used to using the default speed anymore. I'm much more used to ×2.
It made it easy for us, but we can't let our guards down. It's safe here. Let's move on.
Wait, so we're gonna go back up there again? Okay. Alright. Let's go ride the elevator from earlier. Wait a minute. Where was that again? Okay, this one. Okay, that's kind of far. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, I think I need to go down. Yeah. My bad, my bad. We just have to find a way up there. Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna go here. Oh. Oh no. I miscalculated.
I have something for you.
Okay, so we'll start with this one.
You won't get away. Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it.
I think that's just one battle. Okay.
One step closer to the stars.
And we'll... Oh, okay. So I need... blade for this.
Perhaps you still don't have humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Okay, all good.
This song's for you.
Usually I use my Clara team to...
Turn it up.
for this area, but that's okay. We will be fine.
Unnecessary.
Okay, we'll do this. Alright. Still good so far.
This sword needs sharpening.
Gepard, look. The miners have put up a makeshift defensive line.
That's a lot of boxes.
Are you the Silvermane Guard?
That's right. We're evacuating the miners together with Wildfire. Are there any other civilians up ahead?
The Silvermane Guards and Wildfire are working together now? Oh, civilians. I saw a girl run out from our defensive position just now. My brother went after her, but they haven't come back.
Understood. I'll bring them back. The guards and Wildfire have set up defenses on the bridge. You should head over.
Thank you. Please, bring them back to safety.
Oh no!
Oh, there we go.
Monsters are coming this way!
Leave the battle to us. You need to fall back.
Okay. Thank you for saving us.
Shoot, I don't have eyes for this. It's okay. We will
Ready to
survive.
lose
We
yourself?
will survive.
You can fight it or rock with it. Be careful.
Okay. Oh my god. Alright. Ah! I should have brought my Clara team. It's okay.
Keep up.
We will do what we can.
That paradise, savor it for me.
Receive divinity.
You won't get away.
You chose the wrong
Okay.
enemy.
So we'll do a normal attack, and then this one, and this one.
Return!
Perhaps you
I can't really,
to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
I can't really use fire that much, but it works, but not as effective as the other ones. Okay, at least it's not that resistant to fire. Okay,
I underestimated you.
Time for an overhaul.
okay. I'll just do single target. Then this one.
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it.
This one.
That paradise, savor it for me.
Oh, I love that. Okay. Ow, ow.
Much obliged.
Okay, single target.
This song's for you.
Skill.
A blade knows no mercy.
Let's keep searching for the missing girl and the miner.
Is it me or is it cold here?
Shoot, I don't have technique points. Anyways, that's okay. We'll survive.
Be careful.
Okay. We can start with this.
You won't get away.
Okay, Himiko ult.
Perhaps
Perhaps you still don't. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Eternal sleep is not the dead.
I think little by little I'm getting more used to the controls on PC. Because usually when I do combat stuff for HSR, I just do it on mobile. Okay, yeah.
Your end approaches.
Alright.
That paradise, savor it for me.
Oh, okay.
Divinity.
I'm glad. I'm so glad my blade is fully built already. I'm still working on this build though. Because most of his relics are still 4 stars.
I have something for you.
Okay.
I'll see you off.
Yeah, we're almost there. There we go. Oh, there's a second. Oh, okay. I didn't know there were 3 waves. My bad.
You won't get away.
Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and
I'm no exception. Oh, there's another one. Oh my god, I'm ambushed. It's okay. We'll do
Eternal
this.
sleep is not the dead return.
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it, or rock with it. Time for an overhaul.
Okay, we can do this. Okay.
This sword needs sharpening.
Alright, let's go heal up here. In the sustenance anchor.
They're in danger. Let's go.
Okay. Let's start with an
still don't
odd.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Okay, nice. And then we'll do a skill. Skill again. Skill. Normal attack. Okay. Ooh, okay. How do I do this? Yeah, I'll just do this. One skill over here.
You won't get away.
And then
Time for the main
make
event.
a ult.
Still don't. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
And then okay.
A blade knows no mercy.
Do just normal attack and then ult.
Paradise, savor it
Nice.
for me.
Okay, we're almost there. Okay. Nice.
You two. It's too dangerous here. Find the Silvermane guards and Wildfire at the bridge. They'll protect you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Zeno, take my hand. Let's get out of here.
It's so cold here. I'm scared.
The monsters have gotten stronger somehow. I don't remember them being this difficult.
Thank goodness we got here in time. If we'd arrived any later...
That's one brave little girl. You were like that at her age too.
Huh? I wouldn't go that far. I only had Dad to deal with. He could be fierce, but nothing like the monsters here. Besides, my problem with him wasn't that he was a strict father. I just couldn't believe that he never lifted a finger to oppose Cocolia's order to seal the passageway. Vowing to protect the Underworlders in one breath, and then deciding they deserve to be abandoned in the next? Family code of conduct. What a joke.
Yeah, that is pretty ironic.
Father was a soldier. He wasn't supposed to question the orders from his superiors. Never mind. I know I sound like I'm defending him, and I don't want to make you angry. At least now we've got the chance to right the wrongs.
I'm angry just thinking about it. Looking back, I'm glad I left home early.
Running away doesn't solve the problem. It's been ages since you two had those fights, but you still can't let it go. You need to walk out of his shadow. I'm not trying to change your mind. I just want to know that your choice to leave this planet is a result of having thought things through. Not because you're trying to run away from something.
My choice.
Sorry, I sound like Dad.
Don't worry about it. I get what you're trying to say. I do. It's just... I need some time. Let's focus on the business at hand. That miner we met said his brother came this way. We should look around.
Okay. Be careful, though. I sense a drop in temperature. Something's not right. It could mean something we haven't encountered before is waiting for us. Stay on your toes.
I think this should be the boss fight already. Oh. Keep moving forward and look for miners who have been separated from the others.
These monsters are tough. I need to find those kids.
Hey, did you just scare off a Fragmentum monster?
Kind of. There was one on its own. I managed to chase it away. Speaking of which, you came from that direction, right? Did you see two little kids, a girl and her brother?
They were surrounded by monsters.
What? Quick! I knew I shouldn't have...
Easy. They went back to safety. They'll be okay now. You should head back to the bridge too. The guards and Wildfire have set up a safe zone there.
Thank you, all of you. I'm just glad they're okay. I can finally retreat as well. I heard there's a powerful monster down the road, some kind of leader of the pack. I take caution.
Thanks for the intel. We'll be careful. I think he was right about the monster. You two, no sudden moves.
Okay. It's this lady all over
I've seen
again.
this type of monster a few times near the restricted zone. Ready? Here we go. Wait, don't get too close. Something's not right.
Huh? What is it?
These monsters are usually eager to fight. You're guaranteed a fierce battle if you see one in the Fragmentum. But this one doesn't seem concerned about us.
Oh.
This could be a trap.
A trap laid by a Fragmentum monster? Are they that smart?
I'm not sure either. I just have a feeling that something's different.
The air... It's so cold.
It's probably disguising.
Stellaron promises Serval.
Did it just... talk?
Steady.
Oh
Get
my
ready
god.
to counter its attack.
Can Gepard not hear that?
Gepard, Serval, LANDAU.
This is so creepy.
Did it just say Gepard and Serval?
That noise! Do Fragmentum monsters usually sound like this?
It's talking to us. Can you not hear it?
Talking? I just hear white noise. Wait,
Oh,
you understand it?
I think this is probably because there's a Stellaron inside the Trailblazer's body. Okay. It's repeating our names.
Our names? What's happening here?
I heard rumors about this kind of monster. Shadows in the Fragmentum that assume human form are echoes of the will of past guardians. If the rumors are true, could it be?
Cocolia. You
Oh my
just
god.
won't stop haunting me. I try everything to put the past behind me, and yet you always manage to creep up again.
Oh my god.
Cocolia, you witch! You terminated my research and ruined my life. What else do you want to take away from me?
Calm down, Serval. It's just a Fragmentum illusion.
All that time we spent together.
Oh my god.
Was any of it real? It was so easy for you to just leave this world behind. Don't you at least owe me an explanation?
Serval!
Landau, stand down.
Oh my god. Serval, watch out.
There is no place
Oh, this
for
one.
you. The promised new world.
Yes, this was actually one of the lines that I was talking about earlier. This got mentioned in one of the Cocolia and Serval flashbacks in the main story. Oh my god. Wait.
Sister, I know you want Madame Cocolia to respond. But this thing in front of us is our enemy. It was born out of the evil gathered in the Fragmentum. You won't get answers from it. Fight with us, sister. Let's dispel the shadow of the past once and for all. Of course, if you're not yet able to confront the past, then she and I will fight for you until your heart is ready.
You need some space, I understand.
You too. I'm sorry, brother. I always make you worry when things get serious. But I see what you're doing. Reverse psychology, huh? Well, seeing as we've come this far, Cocolia, let's settle this bad blood right here, right now.
Let's go. Oh.
Ready to lose yourself?
Okay, we can do this.
Fight it or rock with it. You won't get away.
Eternal sleep is not.
I
the
think
end.
this is the enemy that keeps getting. How do I say this? I think this is the enemy that I hate the most, so I'm going all out for this one. Also, MSK, welcome to the stream. I have so much beef with this enemy right here, I swear. Okay, enhance. Okay, normal attack.
Receive divinity. Unnecessary. Repay.
Okay.
I'll see you off.
Then normal attack. Ow. Yikes. Okay.
You won't get
And
away.
of all people, she attacked Serval. Oh wait, I shouldn't have cleansed her. Oh, not the sagacious discernment. Okay. There we go. Okay, ultimate.
You can fight it or rock with it.
Okay. I think we're almost there.
A blade knows no mercy.
Normal attack. Normal attack. Okay, skill. Okay, that was a lot quicker than I expected. Let's go.
Serval.
The voice is so creepy, I swear.
Why do you always have to stand in my way?
Oh.
The temperature is returning to normal. The monsters are retreating.
Okay, just a hunch. I think it's the Stellaron's voice talking to Serval instead of Cocolia's. Yeah.
I think it's safe to say that the shadow of Madame Cocolia was the reason for this invasion. The other anomalies we experienced were probably also a direct result. Whatever the case, we've managed to avert a crisis. Are you okay?
That was a hard one, Bata.
Indeed it was. We're lucky to have an experienced fighter like you who can adapt to different enemies. It would have taken us much longer to fight off the shadow without you. Serval, how are you feeling?
I feel like something heavy has finally been lifted.
Ooh.
All that noise before it perished. Did you catch what it said?
It said, why do you always have to stand in my way?
You see, You really made no effort to correct your mistakes, Cocolia. Anyway, it doesn't matter anymore. From here on out, I'm over that woman.
I wonder what Serval would have said if I picked the other two options.
I can tell you mean it this time. I'm happy for you, Serval. It's not easy to truly put the past behind you. Looks like we accomplished our mission. I need to get back to the guards and Wildfire to wrap things up. You two should head over to Natasha's place and check in on the wounded.
Sure. Come find us later at the clinic. Let's leave Gepard to his business and head back to town.
There, challenge completed. Let's go. Okay, exit. Okay. We're gonna return to the Boulder Town Clinic. Actually, wait. Let me go get this one. Nice. Alright. Teleport all the way here. Nice.
Are there other matters?
Okay. Hi, Natasha. Okay. We're back.
I see. Thanks for bringing me up to speed. The clinic has been busy while you were gone. We've treated many people, soldiers and civilians alike. All in all, I owe everyone a big thank you. It would have been much harder if Wildfire had operated alone. Thanks to Captain Gepard, we managed to keep our losses to a minimum. I'm sure people will begin to appreciate the Silvermane Guards after this battle.
Sure will help too.
How could I forget about you two? We couldn't have done it without your help.
You're too kind. They deserve the real credit. I doubt I'd have come back in one piece without them.
Sounds like you went through a lot of danger. Are you hurt, Miss Serval? I can have a look if you like.
I'm alright, don't worry. Everything worked out eventually. Let's wait for the rest of them to get back.
Miss Natasha, we've returned.
Is that Gepard?
Gepard returned and reported to Natasha what happened on the front line.
Mr. Oleg has a pretty good handle on what's needed in the mine. He's arranging for rescue teams and supplies to be sent over. He won't be back for a while.
Looks like you guys have the situation under control. Thank you. I'd love to sit down and chat with all of you, but I still have a backlog of patients to see. Oh, there was a girl and her brother who said you saved their lives. You might want to check on them and see how they're doing.
Natasha's right. We should make sure those children are all right.
So these ones are the one we saved earlier.
Come on, drink it up and you'll feel better.
But there's smoke coming out of it.
How are you guys feeling?
It's you. You saved us from the monsters in the mine. You guys are Silvermane Guards from the overworld, right? If you hadn't been there, we would have... I'll think of a way to repay you. I'll get a job and...
Saving lives doesn't need repayment.
That's very kind of you. If Mom and Dad were still here, they'd want us to return the favor.
Mom and Dad went somewhere far away a long time ago. Haven't come back yet.
They'll come back one day, Zeno.
So, you're looking after your brother on your own? That must be hard.
Not really. It's my responsibility as a sister. I'm just worried that with all these monster invasions, maybe one day I won't. My brother is too young to survive in the underworld.
Oh.
To think he might have to live on his own.
Okay, this kind of reminds me... They kind of remind me of how Serval had to protect Gepard back in the day when they were still young.
The misjudgment of the former Supreme Guardian isolated the underworld for more than a decade. With that isolation came tragedy. But under Lady Bronya's leadership, the Silvermane Guards will atone for past mistakes and bring relief to the people. From now on, you don't need to worry about the safety of your family.
Captain Gepard,
Taking care of yourself is hard enough under these circumstances, let alone if you have a brother to look after. I know it can't have been easy. Zeno, right?
Yes, Mr. Captain.
You're still young, so you need to stay under your sister's wing. But when you grow up, remember to use what you've learned to protect her.
Oh, see, I knew it. It's a parallel between the siblings.
Be there when she needs you, and listen to her when she feels vulnerable. She'll do the same for you.
Speaking from experience.
Okay, sir. I'll protect my sister when I grow up.
Thank you, Captain Gepard. Zeno and I will remember your words.
You know, we're pretty good at turning a happy reunion into a tear fest. If you're not too tired, Gepard,
I accidentally clicked
for a moment.
Okay, leave the clinic and listen to what Serval has to say. Okay, we're gonna talk right here.
What you said back there, did you really mean it?
Of course I did. And it wasn't some last-minute speech I cobbled together. It's how I've always felt. We can't always face problems alone and build walls to keep people out. We need to learn to rely on others, especially those we care about the most.
I know what you're up to, Jeppy.
Huh? What do you mean?
You made it sound like you were talking to those kids. But you were talking to me. Who's building that wall now?
Oh.
Well, a Landau just called out a Landau.
Gepard, I changed my mind.
You mean...
Change of plan. I've decided to stay in Belobog.
Serval, I just want you to know that I would have supported your decision, no matter what you chose. I wasn't trying to force you to stay.
I know that, Gepard. Don't worry. I've thought this one through for a change. What you said was the last piece of the puzzle for me. I suddenly realized that my decision to leave was just me trying to run away from my problems. Wasn't a mature decision. I've always found it hard to handle complex relationships. Be it Cocolia or my family. The first thought I have when things don't work out is to run away. Starting from today, that's no longer the case. After all, I'm not doing this on my own, right?
Right.
If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have had any idea about the hardships people were going through in the underworld. It made me feel like maybe I could help a little and make Belobog a better place.
Yeah, sometimes I keep forgetting that a lot of the people from the overworld haven't seen what's going on in the underworld.
I have one last thing that I might need your help with.
Let's hear it. Always glad to help.
I want to see the Stellaron.
Ah, right.
I want to see the place where Cocolia sacrificed herself.
I actually forgot that Serval didn't get to see the Stellaron during the main story.
Say no more. We'll go with you.
Let's go.
Oh, but before that, I need to go back to the workshop and get something. Why don't you head north first and we'll catch up with you? It's all right. I've got Gepard with me. We'll be safe. See you in a bit.
Okay, we're going to... oh, this place all over again. I hope this will bring closure for Serval.
It's cold here. Is this the Stellaron imprisonment device? They had such advanced technology back in the day. Impressive.
This is where Madame Cocolia died.
She gave something back in death.
Is there anything you want to do here?
I wanted to come here to perform for Cocolia.
Oh!
To say goodbye. I'm glad you guys are here to witness it. Not the nicest spot for a show. And the equipment could be better. Sorry about that.
So I said a while ago that I hope that we will get to see Serval perform on screen at some point, right? But I didn't expect that it would be this. Okay.
The stage is yours, sister.
Oh god, this is so bittersweet.
Look at me, Cocolia. Don't you dare look away. Because I will no longer live
Oh!
in your
Oh!
shadow!
Oh wait, she shattered the guitar. Wait, that was the prototype guitar.
Happy?
Happy. I just wish I could have seen the look on her face. Shame. Well, that's all from me. Thanks for sticking by my side throughout all of this. As for tonight, let's go to old Gerda's place and have a big feast to celebrate.
So, you're getting
I
the
don't
tab?
know what to feel about Serval shattering the prototype guitar right there, but But yeah. That may be her form of closure. And yeah, that ends the LANDAU siblings companion mission. I'm actually glad that they decided to combine Serval and Gepard's companion missions. Alright, so we can actually see the two of them together now in the Astral Express. So let's go see if both of them are there now. Oh, Serval's faithful and autobiography. Oh, what was that? Wait, I think that was an achievement name. Okay. Ah. Okay. Alright, so actually, let me go claim some stuff first. Oh my god. I know that the quest was gonna be sad, but I didn't expect that it would be this sad. Okay, we're now going to the Astral Express. But yeah, even though Serval didn't continue with joining the Astral Express, at least she will still be able to visit us every now and then. Oh, they're standing side by side. Let's go. I find this so funny because actually I decided to ask Himiko a while ago about letting Serval join the Express, right? So I find it so funny that they're standing side by side together now. Oh my god, Serval and Himiko on the same screen, so true. Actually, back when I still didn't have that much storyal characters, Himiko and Serval were the ones who carried my 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 entire playing experience in Star Rail. Yeah, especially since a lot of enemies in Belobog are weak to fire and lightning. So yeah, thank you to the queens for carrying me in the early game. Okay.
Good evening. Oh, wow. The train carriages are so cool. Can we put a little stage there?
No problem, leave it to me.
I'm only kidding. But if you like, I could give you all a small private show anytime. The sofas here all look tailor-made. Perfect for VIP guests.
Looking forward to rocking out in space.
Thanks for inviting me. I've got my hands full right now, but I'm looking forward to the express tour.
That would be so cool, no, though. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna talk to is Gepard here? Okay, so Gepard isn't here. Sad. I am sad about it. That's okay though. Because actually, in case you didn't know, there will be some times wherein you will see two characters visiting the express. That actually happened one time here in my account. Like, there was one day wherein I saw both Locha and Yanqing here. So yeah, looks like today isn't that day. You only have Serval here. It's okay though. Anyways, I think maybe I should go read some Serval and Gepard lore so that I can get to know them better. We'll start first with Serval and then I might read Gepard's lore from the wiki. So yeah, okay. Right, starting off with Serval once again. Let me go grab her character stories. Okay, we'll start with the character details. The free and rebellious eldest daughter of the LANDAU family, once a close friend of Cocolia's, she is now a mechanic purely because she likes this job. In the Everwinter-stricken Belobog, she opened a workshop called Neverwinter that puts business on hold from time to time for outdoor rock and roll performances. And should anyone ask her about the workshop's profit, she says, "This is just a hobby, dear. I'm not short on money." Okay, character story part 1. This is the most talented mechanic in all of Belobog and Rockstar. Did we mention she's also the sister of Captain Gepard LANDAU of the Silvermane Guards? Stop that! Keep the first part and leave out the second part. I'd like you not to gloss over my identity like that. I, Serval LANDAU, I'm no one's accessory. Oh, there's nothing else afterward? Okay, let me chip in then. If something's broken, drop into the Neverwinter workshop in the administrative district to see me anytime. What's that? You want to hear some rock and roll? Well, that's even better. Drop into our Neverwinter workshop in the administrative district to rock the city with Mechanical Fever. I really want some Mechanical Fever performances at some point. Anyways, let's read character story part 2. Serval LANDAU owns a piece of land in the heart of Belobog's administrative district, the Neverwinter workshop, where she in theory makes a living from her mechanical repairs. But to be more precise, almost all of this genius mechanic's time is spent repairing and making improvements to various musical instruments. Don't pay any attention to that magazine. I'm a reputable business owner. From Geomaro radiators to car engines or even a Silvermane automaton, it's no trouble at all. As well as maintenance and renovations of ordinary appliances, I also provide a modding service. Like fitting an external drill bit to a snowplow or a ballistic trajectory calculator to a toaster, that kind of stuff. Ah, you want to know how business is going? Hey, don't ask so many questions. You know I like to fool around with music in my spare time. Anyway, I never planned on making a fortune. Life's too short. Why not plunge yourself into your hobbies? Good point. Okay, let's proceed to character story part 3. Serval was able to rekindle her passion for music after cutting off all connections with her family. This led to her prestigious workshop becoming a base for her to rock out, despite suffering constant complaints. This cutting-edge art style from before the external fees is still sought out by hordes of hipster kids. Oh, I give up. Can you trashy tabloids and your so-called music critics focus on what's important, please? Suffering constant complaints. Hipster kids. My fans and I would dispute that. But I suppose it's true that mechanical figure is popular with youths. At that age, kids are either full of enthusiasm or are underappreciated. No matter what your mood is, you'll always have to vent sometimes. And rocking out with me just so happens to be the best way of doing that. Just like what I did back in the day. Ah, it's fine, don't worry. I was just suddenly reminiscing about the past. Okay, since I do not have character story part 3, I'm gonna go set up my browser real quick because I'm gonna read the wiki there. So yeah, just give me a few moments. Alright, so that would be... okay, I'm doing some last minute searching here. Okay, wait a minute. Okay. Serval, Starreal, Wiki. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go get Gepard's too. Okay. Okay, Gepard. Gepard Wiki. Okay. Alright. This would be so much easier if I had Gepard, but that's okay. Okay. I think I got them now. So I'll switch in a bit to the other screen. Damn. Okay. Let me just go there we go. There we go! Yay! We're back in the browser again. Oh yeah. Actually, let me go play some background music so that it won't be that quiet. Okay. Hold on 1 second. It's kind of tricky to set up stuff, but yeah, I'll manage. Okay. Music. Okay. Where is it? All right. Then I'll just lower it down. Okay. 5. Okay. Let me go get some chill music here. There we go. Yay! Let me lower this down for a bit. Yay! Okay. Alright, we're now gonna start with the last part of the Serval character story. Okay, where is it? This one, part 4. In days gone by, everyone knew that Serval LANDAU was the smartest out of all the Silvermane guards. 80% of the rumors about the talented elder daughter of the LANDAUs are based around this fact. However, those rumors were almost instantly replaced by a new piece of gossip a few years ago. Why was she, who had always been close with the Supreme Guardian, being fired from the armed forces with no prior warning? Does Serval hold a grudge about it? Everyone has their own theory. The answer to this first question is simple. No comment. This is the Silvermane Guard's top secret. I hope you understand. And as for the second question, I don't give two hoots. Think about it. Is there anything better than living out a justifiably leisurely life? I prefer to say that woman helped me out. I really owe her a debt. In this world, it's better to enjoy the present moment. No, who am I kidding? If our ends are already doomed, there will be no such thing as true joy. Valid. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm gonna move on to the Gepard lore real quick, and then we're gonna go back in the game to see if we still have more stuff about the LANDAU siblings. Actually, wait. I think the music is kinda loud on my end, so... Okay, that one's better. Okay. Alright, moving on to the Gepard lore. Actually, wait. Let me go zoom that in real quick. Nice, that's better. Okay. So we'll start with character details for Gepard. The honorable and upstanding captain of the Silvermane Guards who bears the noble LANDAU family name. In the frostwhipped city of Belobog, life can still go on in normality, but this is in no small part thanks to Gepard and his Silvermane Guards who protect the peace of everyday life. Okay, character story part 1. The young captain stands atop the northern rampart. He surveys the pale wastelands before him and watches the strange beings from the fragmentum forming a broiling swarm in the distance amid the snow. He sees the fearless Silvermane Guards lining up in formation to guard the city like a defensive parapet. That was his original position. Back when he was still a humble private, he'd sworn to serve as Belobog's strongest shield and pledged to live and die with his comrades. This hasn't changed when he became a captain. This isn't some fireside joke of the Silvermane Guards because Clipot is testimony to this oath. However, right at this time, he isn't where he should be, and this is at the request of the Supreme Guardian. What exactly is the Supreme Guardian thinking? The young captain has no idea, but he soon forces himself to focus on the conflict at hand. Remember, Gepard LANDAU, doubt breeds arrogance and doubt breeds evil. As a model for Belobog, you shouldn't overthink. The young captain stands atop the northern rampart. Okay, character story part 2. After the most epic of battles, the few surviving Silvermane Guards made their way back to Belobog. The Supreme Guardian ordered an immediate parade to celebrate this hard-earned victory. For more than 3 days and nights, the whole city reveled in a carnival with great laughter and joy. The celebration reached its climax at an awards ceremony for the Silvermane Guards. Under the watchful gaze of the crowds, the Supreme Guardian presented an award to the greatest soldiers for outstanding military service. This young captain from a noble house quietly puts on the armor forged out of geomarrow. Okay. Light, flexible, and strong, while radiating a light reminiscent of auroras. That's the only impression he had of this treasure. So I'm guessing this is the arm thingy that he wears, the one with the blue crystal. How many of his comrades' lives had been exchanged for such a glorious medal? He forces himself not to think about it. For now, he could only meet the expectations of the Supreme Guardian and all of Belobog with a smile, because this is what a loyal soldier must do. The moment the captain finishes putting on the armor, a brilliant beam of light shoots out from the joints between the plates. The crowd erupts into a spontaneous and prolonged applause. Nobody sees the weary faces beneath the helmets of those Silvermane Guards. They merely thought this is a triumphant victory. Okay, character story part 3. The Supreme Guardian made the correct choice. After the war, many residents of Belobog could finally let out a sigh of relief and pick up the pieces of their simple lives. However, not even the captain himself could have imagined that after this facade for peace, they would face an ever more tragic all-out war. Without outside help, this protracted war would usher in the demise of all Belobog. Right now, he is checking whether his shield earthwork is still functioning as before. Wait, is this the the guitar case? His heavy force field device was handcrafted by his sister out of an instrument case, and if anything is broken, the poor captain would have to rely on his rock star of a sister to help fix it. So yeah, a while ago in the quest, it was mentioned that the prototype guitar that Cocolia made for Serval is actually came from the same prototype as Gepard's guitar case for some reason. Okay, going back, Gepard, if he thinks back to her words, if one day the Supreme Guardian orders you to abandon the people of Belobog to complete some goal of hers, what would you do? She would never do that. She is the Supreme Guardian. He was resolute. I'm speaking hypothetically. She looked at him. I'm not sure why you're asking, but I've pledged an oath of preservation to Clipot. I will protect Belobog and her people at any cost, including my own life, of course. If one day, protecting the people means disobeying the Supreme Guardian's orders, and if either choice would land me in danger, then I'd still choose the former, because that is what I'm supposed to do. Oh. Okay. Hmm. They both fell silent before she laughed out loud. Gepard, oh Gepard, you really are a Lando, aren't you? Oh my god. Okay. Actually, this kind of reminds me of the Belobog main story all over again. So yeah, actually we took Serval to this we were supposed to take her to this Stellaron location, right? However, we weren't able to take her there all the way. Yeah, but yeah, actually along the way, they did run into Gepard, and actually, Gepard and Serval during that time they kind of had a conflict in the main story, wherein Gepard was torn between helping Serval or following Cocolia's orders. So yeah, as far as I remember, we did fight Gepard for the second time there. And then yeah, when he got defeated, in the end Gepard allowed Serval and and the rest of the Astral Express to proceed further towards the Stellaron location. So yeah. Oh my god. Brings me back. Okay, character story part 4. The young captain stands atop the northern rampart. He glances out the corner of his eye at the esteemed guardian. He sees her head held high as she gazes into the blizzard, as if nothing in the city below has anything to do with her. Her people could not make her happy or angry, sad or scared. There is only emptiness in those eyes. What exactly is the Supreme Guardian thinking? The young captain racks his brains, but could not find any answer. The cacophony of elegant bagpipes explodes in the air to signify the beginning of the assault, instantly shredding the snow curtain, and those brave warriors in blue uniform respond to the call, lifting up their halberds one after the other and pointing the tips at the swarming hordes of alien monsters. Beneath the cover of artillery, they commence their charge to the death. Gepard Lando, what would you think about this? The young captain racks his brains. Remember, Gepard Lando, you will defend Belobog and her people at any cost. You will never let down the people you're supposed to protect. Never bring the Lando name into shame. This time, the young captain finally finds his answer as he strides out towards the battlefield. I see. Oh my god. That was kinda intense. Wait, actually, I'm gonna see if there are some relevant Gepard voice lines here. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna read some voice lines at random. Okay, about self. As a Silvermane guard, I observe the oath not because I fear to go against it, but because I am obliged to uphold it. Belobog is far from buried in the snow curtain. This city is the planet's last bastion against the ferocity of the Eternal Freeze. Yeah, as far as I know, I think Belobog is the only habitable place in Yarilo 6. Okay, annoyances. My sister's songs are very popular among the guards. There's always someone singing there's always someone saying one when we're off duty. Recently, I found myself humming them without realizing, even when I'm on duty. Yeah, I think we did get a Gepard trailer wherein he's actually listening to one of Serval's songs. That was actually really cute. Something to share. The Lando family has had the honor and responsibility of serving the Supreme Guardians for generations. Only by becoming a shield for the people is one worthy of the title Architect. Knowledge. Lately, many children have come to ask me how to become a captain. To be honest, the best advice I can give is to keep training and have a balanced diet. Oh yeah, that reminds me, there is actually one kid NPC, and we actually didn't get to see his name. Because that kid, his only title was kid who kid who adores Gepard, something like that. Okay. About Bronya, Lady Bronya has ventured deep into the most dangerous regions of the front line with us, many times for that matter. About Serval, many people seem to like talking about how my sister changed since she left the guards, but in reality, she's exactly the same person. That's actually really interesting to hear. Yeah. About Pela, I heard my sister started asking Pela to look after my flowers when I'm away. I hope it's not too much trouble for her. Oh yeah, as far as I remember, Gepard did try growing some flowers on his own, but it didn't work for some reason. Okay. About Cocolia, I've always firmly believed that no one knows this city better or loves it more than a Supreme Guardian. Sampo is very cunning. According to leads provided by the citizens, he's got his hands on a number of ancient relics. He sold off most of them, but it seems he's using others to commit various frauds. Actually, wait a minute. There's one sample voice line that I would like to show you all. So yeah, let me go grab that really quick. Okay, let's go back to the game, shall we? Alright, let me see. Okay, let's go grab... Oh, wait a minute. I muted it. Wait. There we go. Okay. Let's go to the About Gepard voice line. This one is really funny, actually.
Oh, we see each other pretty often. Usually it's me running away and him running after me. Gotta say, I'm gradually beginning to enjoy the attention.
Oh my god, that is so funny. Okay. Actually, let me go see the Serval voice lines once again, just to see. Okay. About LANDAU.
If we Landaus have one thing in common, it's that we're all stubborn in our own way.
Okay, working as a mechanic.
If you want to make sure you don't burn yourself out or stifle your creativity, then don't push yourself too hard at work. PELA'S
About
got
the
a
band.
lot on her plate. Plus, she also does volunteer work on the weekends sometimes. That's why we usually schedule Mechanical Fever's rehearsals at night.
And then hobbies.
Since I do rock and roll full-time, I'd say my hobby is... work? What's wrong with that? I always get people asking me how my workshop makes money when it's not trading. Use your brain. It doesn't.
Something to share.
Mechanics, research, and music are all things I'm pretty good at, wouldn't you say? But I guess making money is not on the list. When Bronya becomes the Supreme Guardian, do you reckon she'll let me perform at Golden Theater?
Oh, I would love to see that.
Supreme Guardian stage show and make it a rock and roll musical.
About Gepard.
If he paid more attention to his affairs, it'd save me a lot of headaches. I guess I do create a few headaches for him too. Maybe we're even.
About Bella.
She's a flower-growing drummer and a
Oh yeah, I
great
played this
report
before.
writer. Name a more reliable girl. I'll wait.
Okay, about Bronya.
Bronya's a good kid. You can tell she learned a lot from Cocolia. It's been a while since we saw each other. I miss her.
Actually, now that I think about it, I really feel sad about I feel sad towards what Serval and Bronya are going through when it comes to their relationship with Cocolia, because if we compare Bronya and Serval, actually there were a lot of instances wherein they are already noticing some of a lot of Cocolia's wrong decisions and flaws. And I think one of the biggest barriers that is hindering Bronya and Serval from going against Cocolia's decisions is because of their close relationship with one another. But yeah, actually Actually, if I compare Serval and Bronya, actually Serval was much more outspoken towards towards what she thinks about Cocolia's wrong decisions. Yeah. However, when it comes to Bronya, since Bronya is the adopted daughter of Cocolia, she has this dilemma wherein should I follow my mother's orders, the Supreme Guardian's orders, or should I speak up and tell her what she's and tell her about her wrong decisions. So stuff like that. Oh my god. Actually, I am I am so shocked about I am just so how do I say this? I kind of do not have the words for it right now, but it's really I think it's really hard for both Bronya and Serval to take the next step while they're still processing what they felt towards Cocolia and also their feelings about her death, so to speak. But it's great to see that, for example, with Bronya, she took on the Supreme Guardian position right away, just moments after her mother's death. And however, with Serval, we did see here during this quest that it kind of took her a long time to set aside her past with Cocolia, but thankfully in that last scene over there, we finally got to see that Serval decided to not run away from her problems anymore. She basically decided to just to leave the past behind, even though it's hard. Yes.
The Cocolia I knew would sit on the roof and listen to my songs, but not the Supreme Guardian.
Yeah, and there's also this distinction right here when Serval is talking about Cocolia. So Serval has mentioned for a lot of times how different past Cocolia is as compared to the present Cocolia, because yeah, like what she said a while ago, Cocolia and Serval, they're actually dorm mates, and then they went to the same school, and then they even share a lot of possessions together, like the prototype guitar that Cocolia gave to Serval. Yeah, they were that close, and they even got to be on the Silvermane Guards together. However, due to the whole falling out thing, as well as the Stellaron's voice taking over Cocolia's thinking and decisions, they had the falling out, which is really sad. But yeah, that just goes to show how intense the Stellaron can have. It goes to show that the Stellaron's effects are so intense to the point that they can actually warp your thinking and your personality even. It kind of reminds me of how the abyss in Genshin can also affect one's mind. Oh my god, there's an overlap there. Once again, I swear there have been a lot of instances wherein there are some elements from both Genshin and Honkai Star Rail that actually overlap with one another. Yes.
That guy? One of these
About
days,
Sampo,
he's gonna
by
get
the way.
busted by my brother.
Actually, wait a minute. There's actually one light cone that I would like to see here. Okay. Wait, no. Wrong button. Data bank. Yeah, it's in data bank. Okay, light cone. There's actually a Serval and Gepard light cone here somewhere. The one that had their childhood pictures. So I'm gonna go find that right now. Um, not here. Okay, this one. This one is a preservation light cone called Lando's Choice. So yeah, we can actually see young Serval and young Gepard here. Little Gepard is hiding behind Serval here. And actually this scene right here is actually very serious. Let me read this for you. Did you not hear me? Don't go there ever again. What good can peasants learn in a group? But I've never heard of the Belobog stories they tell. She pulled her brother behind her, denying him the chance to talk back. You're both Landos. One day you'll face hard choices, especially you, Serval. She knew that her brother did nothing wrong, but she couldn't think of a rebuttal. She went to bed angry after the argument, vowing to herself, I will be a grown-up one day, and when that day comes, I will make choices, my own choices. So yeah, from early on in life, we can see that actually Serval has been protecting Gepard. Yeah, and then if we recall the companion missions earlier, at the very end there, Gepard said something about Gepard was talking to the little boy a while ago, right? And that little boy had an older sister, and yeah, so Gepard told the little boy that he advised him to be close to his sister, and so that one day when he grows up he can protect his older sister. And Serval noticed that, and yeah, she said she said that hey Japard, I saw what you're trying to do here. You were talking to me instead of you were talking to me instead of the boy, right? So yeah, I'm actually amazed that um that 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 the companion mission was able to reference this even though it wasn't really directly referenced, it was kind of hinted at that Serval protected Gepard back then, and then now Gepard is the one protecting Serval. So yeah. And actually, okay, I wanna take a look at the Serval and Gepard light cones. So yeah, we'll start with the Gepard 5-star light cone first. If you want to cry after your lost Gepard, then cry. But you need to stand back up even when you are crying until you can defeat me, even if it takes years. A few years later, the boy no longer cried or lost to his sister. Now on the battlefield, the courageous Silvermane Guard captain will defend till the end no matter what, all to find the moment to completely destroy the enemy. Actually, I forgot about this. Oh, interesting. Oh my god. So basically, in some way, Serval helped Gepard to become stronger. Oh my god. Actually, even though Serval got kicked out of the Landau family, it's still I am still very glad to see that the siblings are still in communication with one another, and they're still actually quite close. I think that's really important. It's important for the Lando siblings to stick together. Oh my god. Okay, let's take a look at the Serval light cone here. Okay, she stood on the stage waving at her audience, encouraging them to make their voice heard. Songs, shouting, or sigh, anything that makes a sound. Voice your thoughts so others can come to help. Don't make your heart as cold as this concrete jungle. Make the world clamor. So yeah, I think I actually didn't get this light cone from the gacha. I actually got this from a web event. It was one of the earliest web events for Star Rail. Okay, let me go see if I still have anything here. Actually, you know what? I kinda wanna see the Bronya lore now. I just want to see some stuff about Cocolia there. Oh wait! This is the Lynx and Bella light cone. Okay, so by the way, this girl on the left, this is Lynx. Okay, actually, yeah, let me go read that one. Lighting a light, she glanced at her friend beside her while holding a mug of warm chocolate, watching her read the books and notes she gifted her, watching her expressing a rare smile. In cold nights like this, even the tiniest bit of bliss can chase away the chills. Wait a minute. Actually, now that I think about it, I want to see some stuff about Bella. I wasn't supposed to read Bella stuff right now, but since she's very close with the LANDAU siblings, I will go read some Bella stuff. Okay, let's see. Information. Okay, story. Oh, okay, this one. Okay, I will read character story part 3 for Bella. One snowy Belobog evening, underneath the massive stopped clock, the laughter of girls spilled out from a warmly lit window. Studying prehistoric Belobog music? That's just ridiculous. Didn't Cocolia bother to ask about that? The slightly older woman rocks back and forth with laughter. Yeah, I'm guessing this is Serval, by the way. Slightly older woman. Please address her as Madame Cocolia, Serval. A petite girl pouts as she takes off her steamed up round glasses. She has to know what I'm playing. She has to know that I'm playing in your band. The girl in the cat ears hat, she is reluctant to take it off even when inside. So this is Lynx, most likely. You really are a piece of work. Does Madame Cocolia know what your other hobbies are? Ha! No way! The woman named Serval gets up from her bedding on the floor. I've lived with her for so long and never seen her pick up a novel. She says they're a complete waste of time. Okay, Pella Lynx, we need to go to the Tale of the Winterlands fan meet tomorrow. Let's get some rest. It's good to see that they're so close with one another. Actually, wait. Let me go see if I have I will just double check the wiki to see what Pella's last character story is. So okay, hold on a second. Nah, it's not that important. But it's about Tale of the Winterlands. Okay, never mind. Actually, I should search for Bronya lore. Let me see. Bronya. Okay, Bronya. I'll go show the Bronya wiki page in a bit. Okay. Okay, I'll switch to the wiki screen right now. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna read some Bronya lore just to see stuff about her childhood and as well as her relationship with Cocolia. I unfortunately do not have Bronya at the moment. I hope she comes home at some point. Okay. Anyways, let me go read this for you. Character details. Heir to the Supreme Guardian of Belobog, she is the young and capable commander of the Silvermane Guards. Bronya received a rigorous education from an early age and as such, possesses the grace and affinity as expected of an heir. However, after witnessing the abysmal conditions in the underworld, seeds of doubt begin growing in the mind of Belobog's future leader. Can all the training I've received really help me lead the people to the lives they want? Okay, part 1. Character story. She learned to hide her thoughts from an early age. Every day, she'd walk the same paths with other kids, play the same games, and gossip about the same hobbies. But she never felt taken over by the trivial and bland nature of life. She'd sit on a gray stone bench every time she was alone, looking up at the sky and imagining a perfect and complete sky unobstructed by that flat disk. She could see the laborers dripping with sweat as they toiled, the pressure of survival crushing their passion for life. Seeing the tired but earnest look in their eyes, she slipped into a quagmire of confusion. Is life really destined to be like this? Just as the vastness of the sky was dissected by that monstrous steel disk, perhaps the freedom she yearned for was also destined to be incomplete. She struggled to break free from this quagmire, silently recording the ideas that she'd come to implement in her life on that dusty stone road, make the world a better place. Okay, character story part 2. Sitting on her mother's lap, cold arms wrapped around her neck, she felt an indescribable sense of security. Her mother's voice was gentle and deep as she told the girl an ancient folktale, the ending of which is hardly satisfying, but nevertheless the girl enjoyed it very much. Her mother knew what she liked, and those fairy tales with happy endings would just leave her feeling bored and arise far too many questions. Telling stories with bad endings is an excellent way to lure the girl into falling asleep at night. Mother, why can't Lord Grey live a happy life like Catherine? Do you want him to be happy, Bronya? Lord Grey is a kind man. Kind people deserve to live a happy life. The conversation stopped there, but she remembered her mother's gentle smile. Years later, when she recalled that warm afternoon at Clipot Fort, she felt that her mother's smile might have hidden a sliver of regret. Interesting. Okay, moving on to character story part 3. From the moment she donned her Silvermane guard armor, she was already prepared. But the first funeral she ever attended was still far more heavy than she could ever have imagined. It was her first time leading a campaign. In the northern ruins, the Silvermane guards and Fragmentum monsters engaged in brutal combat. She led a crack squad of about a dozen soldiers deep behind enemy lines, fighting bravely until they ran out of ammo and food. As they made their way to the evac point, the terrifying Fragmentum creatures ambushed her, but the fatal attack was blocked by a brave private at the cost of her life. She didn't even have the time to see the face of her savior. The prolonged wail of the funeral horn rang out. The young captain saw her grief and came to her side. The coffin's empty. I couldn't even manage to bring him back to Belobog. Don't blame yourself, Miss Bronya. For you and the city, everyone here is willing to make the same sacrifice. I really wish I could swap places with him. Learning to bear those heavy burdens is the only way to become a true leader. So yeah, this is actually a very important statement. Okay, so let me go read this character story part 4. Wait a minute. Wait, this is about Bronya and Sealy. I'll go read this anyways. That woman paces back and forth in the room, and the door separates her from the throngs of people. She is already very familiar with giving this kind of speeches, but the anxiety of the wait never abated despite the refinement of her oratory skills. Thinking back on the promise she is about to make and the words of consolation she'd crafted, she sinks into a childlike state of confusion and disbelief during those brief minutes. A sudden breeze steers the stale air in the room, brushing through her long hair. She turns around to see a familiar figure walking toward her, with delicate, quiet steps like a kaleidoscope of butterflies fluttering through the lifeless hall. Overthinking things again? The woman, looking like a butterfly, asks, with a teasing smile on her face. She replies with an exasperation grin. Same as always, you know. I'm nervous beforehand, but can play to my audience once on stage. Hey, don't screw this up. Those old fossils want to play politics, and they're just waiting for an opportunity for you to slip up. Haha, then I'll have to ask you to keep an eye on them for me. Hey, looks like time is up. The dull sound of gears snashing and turning echoes in the hall. She casts one last look back at the person beside her, who retreats into the shadows with a nod and a trusting smile. The door creaks open and a beam of warm light shot into the hall, lighting up her face. What follows are deafening applause and cheers. Let's go, Bronya. Interesting. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Let me go read some Bronya-related light cones real quick. Okay. Going back to the game. Okay. Oh wait. Wrong screen. I accidentally summoned another screen. Anyways. Alright, so let's go to the data bank once again. Okay. Let's start with memories of the past. So this one features Cocolia and younger Bronya right here. An old photo lies on the far end of the table in the guardian's residence. She would always subconsciously move her eyes away whenever she happened to see it. The memories of the past had already become distant, but the dreams of the day still linger. Actually, just a quick explanation for this. Actually, it was revealed to us back in the Belobog main story that Cocolia adopted Bronya. Because back then, Bronya is actually one of the children she's one of the children from the orphanage in the underworld. So yeah, actually that orphanage was owned by Natasha. Yes. So actually aside from Bronya, Seely also came from the same orphanage. So yeah, they go a long way back. However, there is this tradition in Belobog wherein the next supreme guardian gets selected among the children there. Yeah, it's actually I am not quite sure how their selection works. I kind of forgot how, but yeah, basically the title of Supreme Guardian gets passed on to a random child in Belobog. It's actually not a bloodline thing either. So yeah, even though all the Supreme Guardians in Belobog share the same last name, which is Rand, they are not related by blood at all. It's kind of like yeah, they it's just the same surname that they use for every Supreme Guardian out there. And wait, that reminds me, I think I should go to the Belobog Museum. Yeah, because they do have some portraits about they have some portraits for all the previous Supreme Guardians. So yeah, we're gonna take a look at that actually. And yeah, so as I was saying, going back to Bronya being selected. Okay, so Bronya was when she was still a child, she was already selected as the next Supreme Guardian for the future. So yeah, Cocolia adopted her, and actually, as far as I know, Cocolia also grew up from the underworld. Yeah, I think Bronya said something about that during the Belobog Museum event. Yeah. Hmm. And then yeah, even though Bronya grew up in the underworld orphanage, actually she didn't remember. She didn't remember that she grew up there. So actually I speculate that Cocolia might have something to do with Bronya's forgetfulness about her underworld origins. That could be the case. And yeah, it was only when Bronya returned to the orphanage with Seely in the Rubelos, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the raid. Hello. Let me give you a shout out real quick. Okay. That would be okay, let me see. Thank you for the follow, Demon Hunter Slay. Okay. Let me see if I typed this correctly. Okay. That would be okay. Shout out to Crubelos. Thank you for the raid. Alright. I'm currently going through some lore right now about Serval, Gepard, Bronya, and Cocolia. So yeah. I just finished doing the Serval and Gepard companion missions a while ago. Yeah. Yeah, so I was you're ready for Phase 2 Kafka. I see. Actually, I haven't tried Phase 2 Kafka yet. But yeah, good luck with that. So yeah, as I was saying. So I really do think that Cocolia did something to make Bronya forget about her past. Because like what I've said earlier, it was only when Bronya and Seely returned to the orphanage that Bronya was able to remember her past all over again. So this happened in the main story, by the way. And wait, actually, let me go get that quest item right here, because she did see a snow globe. This one. So during the whole orphanage scene in the Belobog main story, Bronya got to see her childhood snow globe all over again. So yeah, the delicate snow globe is Bronya's toy as a child. The snowy owl circles above the snowfields, looking for the best opportunity to hunt the hare. Even if our connection with the past is completely broken, there are still things that can complete us. Yeah, really, really interesting. Okay. Before I forget, let me see if there is some important info in the Bronya signature light cone. Okay. Okay, so the light cone says, remember, the war with the monsters cannot be won by retreating. We are the last defense, the final iron wall between them and Belobog. They cannot retreat under any circumstances. She looks up to see the frozen earth and endless winter ahead. Business as usual. Only that the figure at which she had been gazing is gone. Ooh. I see, I see. Okay. I'm gonna... Let me see if I can... let me bring this back to the Bronya wiki again. Okay. I'll try to see if I can find some stuff about the Bronya voice lines. Okay, let me see. Okay. Oh, this one. Okay. I will read the Bronya voice line about Cocolia. I have deep respect for my mother, but she's no longer how I remember her. Perhaps I never realized who she truly was. So yeah, actually, Serval had this same dilemma as Bronya. So yeah, both of them got to see Cocolia's gentler side back in the day, but both of them also noticed that throughout the years, Cocolia began to turn colder and colder and colder, especially when she was succumbing to the effects of the Stellaron. And yeah, this Serval voice line here is also really interesting. So Bronya said, I remember I'd be there when Mother and the rest of them would convene, and Serval would always patiently answer any questions I had. I'm starting to feel like that was a long, long time ago. Interesting. Okay, alright, so I'm gonna go to the Belobog Museum for a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna show you all the Supreme Guardian Supreme Guardian portraits. Okay, that would be... let me go to Yarilo 6 once again. Okay, and then... alright, this should be it. Teleport. Okay. Oh, Siri's here. And even Natasha's here. Actually, I already finished this event off stream. So yeah, I think I was able to complete all of the exhibits. And yeah, I'm also already done with all of the museum event stories here. So yeah. Okay. Okay. Let me go find the Supreme Guardian. Oh, Bronya is also here! Hello, bro. I wasn't expecting to see 3 characters at the same time here. Okay. This is so timely. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna... oh yeah, to those who do not know, actually, once you hire playable characters here in the Belobog Museum, you can actually see them from time to time here. But yeah, I actually wasn't expecting 3 characters at the same time, because usually it's just I only see 1 or 2 characters at the same time. But now there's 3. This is really good. Okay, okay. And she's, oh my god, she's looking at the Cocolia portrait right here. Actually, wait, this Cocolia portrait resembles the light cone that we saw earlier. Oh my god. Okay. I kind of want to talk to her for a bit. Ah, it's you. I was spacing out at my mother's portrait and didn't realize you were here. My apologies. I was the one who disturbed you. You're still as understanding as ever. It's no wonder you helped Mr. Olden to revitalize the museum. Mr. Olden told me that the museum was finally able to open to everyone, thanks to you. So I came to check it out. Look, the museum has finally recovered all of her exhibits, and visitors are clambering in shoulder to shoulder. This is all thanks to you. Take this. It's what you deserve. Wait, we have an award for this? As the Supreme Guardian of Belobog, I would like to express my sincerest gratitude to you on behalf of Belobog and all her people. Oh, okay, okay. Sleep tight. I have a new song, it seems. Okay, I'm gonna go through all of the Supreme Guardian portraits right here. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Supreme Guardians. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna start off with ALISA Rand right here. Okay. A portrait of ALISA Rand, the first Supreme Guardian. The exhibition label reads: when the rumors of the doomsday spread, the Supreme Guardian ALISA Rand and her loyal architects called upon everyone to build a great wall, which has since become the last bastion against the wind and snow, Belobog. In the face of the invasion of the enemy from beyond the sky, ALISA held her flaming spear and led the people of Belobog to defend the city until the god of spring and war, Eurilo, descended upon our ranks. Her tenacity and valor summoned the turbulent Eternal Freeze to disperse the enemy invaders and completely ended the tragic war that lasted more than 30 years. Miraculously, peace sprouted once again from the land ravaged by war. At the end of her life, the Supreme Guardian decided to go to the Fragmentum and meet her own end, in order to announce to the people that Belobog would never be choked by the throat by personal will. Our first Supreme Guardian has fallen. At the same time, Belobog officially took its first step into the age of wind, snow, and kindling. She who evokes miracles, ALISA Rand. Actually, wait a minute. I wanna double check something about ALISA Rand real quick in the Star Rail Wiki. Because as far as I remember, she did something with the Stellaron. Okay. Let me see. Okay, let me switch back to the wiki. Okay, there we go. Alright, so let me go. Oh my god, no, wrong. No, not the Kafka page, not the Kafka page. Okay. Okay, alright, so this is from the Star Rail Wiki, credits to them. Okay. About 1,000 years ago, a Stellaron fell through the atmosphere and landed on Eurilo 6. Doomsday conspiracies about how the Stellaron is the symbol of calamity began to spread, and many people left the planet out of fear. In response to the rumor, ALISA Rand led the architects to build shelters and fortifications, of which ALISA Rand's own creation was later named Belobog. When the Antimatter Legion invaded the planet, ALISA Rand led the army into a 30-year-long defense of the city. She turned to the Stellaron for help when the war seems to be at the invaders' favor, to which it resonated with the will of the collective in Belobog and entered an unstable state. While the attacks of the Legion were subdued, it brought a blizzard that froze the entire planet, plunging Eurilo 6 into an ice age. Due to the power of the preservation, Belobog was spared from the Eternal Freeze. For her efforts in protecting the city from disaster, Belobogians nicknamed ALISA Rand She Who Evokes Miracles and supported her to be the Supreme Guardian of Belobog. At the end of her life, she decided to go to the Fragmentum and meet her own end, in order to announce to the people that Belobog would never be choked by the throat by personal will. So yeah, this one is from the museum description a while ago. So yeah, but actually this is quite a risky move though. Like, she turned to the Stellaron for help. But yeah, even though she thought that the Stellaron would help Belobog, it actually made Belobog take a turn for the worse. Yeah. Actually, I forgot how it was mentioned in the main story, but as far as I know, even though the Stellaron crisis in Yarilla 6 has been stopped, I think it was also mentioned that it will take a long time for Yarilla 6 to completely recover. Like it would take a long time for them to get rid of the Ice Age altogether. Okay, so now, alright, so that is ALISA Rand. We're now gonna proceed to the next Supreme Guardian right here. Okay, investigate. Okay, let me read this for you. A portrait of Alina Rand, the fifth Supreme Guardian. The exhibition label reads, "Praise the kind Alina Rand. Her benevolence has caused the valiant Silvermane Guards to raise their halberds to defend the magnificent Clopot Fort and the high wall, keeping storm and blizzard out. Her mercy brought clarity back to the troubled jurisprudence of Belobog, abolished the dignitaries who had been abusing their powers, and enjoined them to return their authority to the rightful owners. Her compassion made Belobog's stalled gears roar once more, and the smoke of progress flowed from the towering furnace into the snow curtain. Her love is as broad as the sky is deep, and her kindness shines like gold. Praise be to the benevolent Alina Rand, the loving Alina Rand." She seems cool. Okay, we're gonna proceed to this third one right here. This would be a portrait of I do not know how to pronounce this. Svetlana Rand, the second Supreme Guardian. The exhibition label reads, ALISA Rand's ALISA Rand's adopted daughter, the leader of the Greener Architects, the commander of the Silvermane Guards, and Belobog's protector and rebuilder. During that time, people only recognized her by her connection with ALISA. They compared her to the previous Supreme Guardian, but eventually she won over the people's hearts in her own unique way, reuniting the hearts of those that have drifted apart. With her own hands, she crushed the kindlings of chaos into charred wood. She built countless shelters for the war-torn city and brought food and warm Giamaru to all who suffered. It was only after the Supreme Guardian walked in her mother's footsteps and entered the Fragmentum once more that the people finally let go of their preconceived thinking and sang her noble name. Iron Fist, Svetlana Rand. And now we proceed to this one right here. She kinda reminds me of Bronya for some reason. Wait, where's Bronya? Oh, yeah, there we go. It's probably because of the white hair. But anyways. A portrait of Alexandra Rand, the third Supreme Guardian. The exhibition label reads, the founder of the University... right! The founder of the University of Belobog and its permanent honorary headmistress. The most generous academic sponsor in all of Belobog. She compiled confusing languages and metrics, measured them against the same standards, and broke the barriers that separate people's minds. Interesting. She is the torchbearer of the Belobog underworld, a peerless pioneer. She was the reason every valorous soul in Belobog devote themselves to the great cause of the Giamaru Development Group, and the reason our Everwinter city found expansion on the rocky underground. She is the record keeper of Belobog's history and the compiler of Belobog Chronicles. She was okay, I think I've heard this before. I think this is one of the Belobog books that we get from the bookshelf. She has found her footing in Belobog amongst the tsunami of time and sketched the direction in which the Everwinter city was headed. She is an enlightened, a truth seeker, a true exalted, and one of the only two Supreme Guardians to have her name carved onto the ever-standing walls of the Everwinter city. The heart of the administrative district, the Alexandra Plaza, was named after her. The wise Alexandra Rand. Actually, I like her. I think she's my favorite so far. Okay, this one. This would be a portrait of Cyril Rand. Okay, hold on. I think I ran into a kid NPC named Cyril. Anyways, a portrait of Cyril Rand, the 8th Supreme Guardian. The exhibition label reads, Her life was a tragedy full of mediocrity, arduity, ups and downs. Her administration caused every anguish known to humanity to the Belobogian citizenry. In her youth, Cyril was unexceptional. However, due to a series of opportune events, she became a candidate to become the Supreme Guardian. Her naivety and kindness was abused by those in power with malevolent intent who took all the authority as their own and who continuously carry out an oppressive rule against the citizens just to assuage their own greed. Finally, a hidden disposition ignited and exploded one snowy night. In an elaborate, premeditated trickery, Cyril lost her life to her own subjects. Then the people cheered for the fall of the tyrant. A century later, many wrote her story as an elegy of the ages. The fool, Cyril ranted. God, I feel so bad for her. She has just been used all this time. Oh my god. Okay, we're now gonna proceed to the Cocolia portrait right here. For those who, just for some context, actually during the Belobog Museum event, Bronya actually, she was actually the one who asked us to revise the portrait description for Cocolia, but yeah, but in the end, actually the Silvermane guards were still the ones who finalized it. Basically, she just asked us for our input and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna read that here. A portrait of Cocolia, the 18th Supreme Guardian, and her daughter Bronya. The exhibition label reads, Supreme Guardian Cocolia, with her magnanimity and firmness, awakened every sleeping soul in Belobog. She sounded the horn of counterattack for the loyal Silvermane Guards, worthy of being the only pioneer in the last 700 years. However, she announced the infamous order for the blockade midway through her reign. Yeah, this is the blockade between the underworld and the overworld. She firmly believed at the time that it was the only way to secure the city of Belobog, but the blockade caused far too many tragic and countless and pointless sacrifices. All citizens were hurt by the decision. In the final moments of her life, the Supreme Guardian chose to resist the undefinable power from beyond the clouds with her singular form. She sacrificed herself for the Everwinter city and finally ended the snowstorm that howled for 7 centuries. Okay, so about this. So if we recall, at the very end of the Belobog main story, actually this statement right here did not happen. This is basically just a cover-up narrative for everything that happened. So we do know that at the end of the main story, Cocolia did not sacrifice herself. No, there wasn't a thing like that. She basically completely she got completely taken over by the Stellaron because the Stellaron's voice rather brainwashed her into thinking that Cocolia must abandon the path of preservation and instead she must adopt the path of destruction because actually the reasoning for that is so concerning because once Cocolia got brainwashed by the Stellaron, she began to think that Belobog is doomed to suffer, and that the only way to bring change into Belobog was to destroy it completely and start from scratch and let it have a rebirth all over again, which is very concerning, very, very concerning. That's how sinister the path of destruction is. and yeah, so yeah, we do know that at the end of the Belobog main story, Cocolia's form got changed into something else. Yeah, that's the Cocolia boss fight that we know and love. Yeah, I think the Cocolia boss battle is still one of the most iconic boss battles in Staria so far. And yeah, basically we had to defeat that Stellaron form of hers. So yeah, in conclusion, she did not sacrifice herself at all. And yeah, since that Cocolia narrative might be too much to handle for the people of Belobog, Bronya decided she decided to tell the people of Belobog another version of the story. So she told the people that Cocolia sacrificed herself for the city. Yes, something like that. Cocolia ran the hurried. Actually, wait. I should go check if I have some stuff about the Cocolia boss. Okay. I haven't taken a look at this for quite a long time now. Okay. Okay, this one. Cocolia, Mother of Deception. After being assimilated by the overflowing fragmentum energy of the Celeron, the Supreme Guardian transforms into a singer, able to control imaginary energy and the mouthpiece of its promised new world. Oh my god. I keep on forgetting that you can actually see the enemy models right here. Oh my god. Also, I think some people also pointed this out before, but take a look at the hair color of Cocolia's boss form. So it's still yellow, but it transitioned into light blue. And you know who else has that same hair color? Serval. Serval. Oh my god. Like, oh my god. Like, take a look at this. See? See? It's still mostly blonde, but however, are you seeing what I'm seeing? I think okay, I think I saw some people mention that maybe the reason why Cocolia's boss form has this same color, maybe it's her way of matching, of keeping Cocolia's and Serval's friendship alive, like, because we do know that Serval and Cocolia were so close back in the day. So maybe at some point they got matching hair colors or something, but yeah, that's a headcanon. Oh my god. Actually, okay, I wanna double check some stuff about Cocolia, so I will go to the Genshin Wiki. Oh no, the Star Rail Wiki once again. Okay, let me see. Okay. Alright, so let me bring back the screen right here. Okay, so I mentioned a while ago that Bronya asked us to ask for our input to revise the Cocolia portrait description, right? And yeah, so the one that due to my dialogue choices, the title that I got for Cocolia was Hurried. But it turns out that if you have other dialogue options, you will either also get Martyr and Callus. Okay. I will try to read some important stuff here about Cocolia because a lot of the things in game about Cocolia, I kind of forgot them already. Okay, so credits to the Honkai Star Rail writers, Honkai Star Rail Wiki writers once again. Okay, profile. Cocolia was born in Belobog, the artificial city created by ALISA Rand, her ancestor. She grew up in the underworld, and after being selected as the heir to the guardianship and moving to the overworld, she would often visit the floors to see flowers she couldn't see in the underworld. At a very young age, Cocolia was tormented by the calls of the Celeron in her planet, Uriel 6, which gave her premonitions of destruction and devastation that would come to pass unless she cooperated with its wishes to destroy the planet in order to rebuild it in her image. So this is the whole Celeron brainwashing thing. As a teenager, Cocolia studied at Belobog Military Academy with a major in military history, where she met and befriended a young Serval. She graduated top of her class and was said to be the most brilliant mind in all of Belobog. After becoming the Supreme Guardian, she also adopted a young Bronya from an orphanage in Belobog's underworld. At least 10 years before the Astral Express crew arrived on Eurala 6, Cocolia decided to block off all access to the underworld, leaving only the GMRO transport line as a means of connection. So yeah, basically the reason why there is still some GMRO transaction going on, it's because that's the only transport line that got allowed in between the Belobog, in between the overworld and the underworld. Okay. The mental damage Cocolia suffered from the Stellaron, constantly tormenting her with promises of a better future, became too much for her to handle, shaking her will and faith in the preservation. This made her lose hope that Belobog would ever become prosperous, which led her to worship the Stellaron instead. Cocolia became disillusioned, distant, and very far from what Serval described her young self as, a person who was passionate about what she did and loved her home to the point that she'd sacrifice her own dreams for the sake of making it better. So yeah, this was really a very tragic end for Cocolia right here. And actually even we've seen in the Belobog main story, as well as the Sanjalofo main story, that the Stellaron is really a force to be reckoned with. Yeah, even especially the forces of destruction, the Antimatter Legion, and the Eon Nanook in general. Like now that we're done with the Belobog and Sanjalofo main stories, it actually makes me wonder what they're going to do with the next planets or worlds or spaceships rather. Because seeing that we've had two Stellaron crises in a row for Honkai Star Rail, it makes me wonder how else the Stellaron and the forces of destruction, I wonder how else they're gonna brainwash the next planets. Because oh my god. Okay. I think that should be it for our stream for today. I actually wasn't expecting that we're gonna we're gonna go into a lore rabbit hole about Cocolia and Bronya. Because if you think about it, after doing Serval and Gepard's companion missions, it made me realize that the history between Serval, Gepard, the rest of the LANDAU family, as well as Cocolia and then Bronya, it goes really deep and it's really complicated. And yeah, I am really glad that this also turned into an opportunity for me to recall some stuff about the Belobog main story, as well as Cocolia's tragic end. And yeah, because I've been spending way too much time in San Gelofo nowadays, so I really needed this refresher. I think off stream I'll be taking a look at the Chronicles of Belobog at some point. Yeah, because that will be a lot of reading, I think. And yeah, that would be all for today's stream. Thank you so much for coming. And before we end, I would like to make some quick announcements. Yes, so yeah, this will be our next streams for the week. Oh my god, wait, I actually wait. I think I chose the wrong stream schedule format. Let me go replace that one really quick. Okay, there we go. Yeah. there we go. Okay, so we're already done with today's August 7 companion mission stream. Our next stream will be later at on August 8th, Tuesday at 10 p.m. GMT plus 8. I will try my best to be on time for this one because this stream will be very long. Yeah, so to anyone who is new to my lore PowerPoint streams, what we're gonna do is that I'm gonna share my current theories and thoughts about the Hydro element in general for Genshin, because I do believe that the Hydro element has been foreshadowing a lot of stuff already about Fontaine's narrative themes. So we're gonna take a look at that, and yeah, it will be. I think it will be. It will take me a few hours to go through that to go through that stream. So yeah, most likely, if ever I do not finish the PowerPoint stream later, I will continue it on August 10. Yeah, that will be the the plan. Oh my god, actually I am so nervous to do a PowerPoint stream all over again. I haven't done it in a while. And yeah, actually, in case you're curious about my previous lore PowerPoint streams, I made a new chat command for that. So that would be a exclamation point PPT. PPT stands for PowerPoint, by the way. Yeah. So actually, to those who are new to my channel, my previous Genshin lore PowerPoint streams were about the Hexen Circle, because back in the Windbloom event back then, we actually got to learn more about the Hexen Circle, which is a group of witches. One of the members is Alice, which is Please mother, by the way. So yeah, it unexpectedly turned into a series. So yes, and after a long time, I will be having my next lore PowerPoint stream once again, and it's about, and like what I've said, it's about Hydra, it's about Fontaine. So even though I am nervous about it, I am also looking forward to it. So stay tuned for that. I will be spending my time off stream to finalize my PowerPoint stuff and all of that. So yes. And yeah, when it comes to my Wednesday stream, which will be on August 9, I will be pulling for Kafka. Yes, because her banner will be released on Wednesday. And yeah, since her companion mission will also be releasing on the same day as her banner, I will do her companion mission next after pulling on her banner, after pulling from her banner. And I am not sure whether or not I'm gonna win the 50-50, because I just got played at 50-50 previously. So this will be a very tricky situation, but I do have enough stellar jades, I think. But yeah, we'll see about that. We will see what the Gachol gods will give us. And yeah, good luck to me. I do hope I get Kafka at 50-50 or something. Yeah. Then yeah, the Thursday stream will still be the Hydro lore PowerPoint stream in line with Genshin. But yeah, that I think most likely, if ever I proceed with that August 10 stream, it might be a shorter stream, because I do have something to attend to during the weekend. Yeah. Yeah, so that would be all for my schedule announcements. And yeah, in case you're new here are my other socials. That would be exclamation point socials. Okay, I have a YouTube wherein I post all of my Genshin and Honkai Star Rail VODs. I also have a Twitter wherein I usually hang out, and I also have a Tumblr. It's inactive, but it's there. When it comes to my other stuff, I have a separate playlist for the Honkai Star Rail VODs. You may type exclamation point HSR VODs anytime in chat. And then, in case you're curious about my Genshin stuff, I have a separate playlist for them too. So that would be exclamation point Genshin VODs. Everything is there. I've also recently uploaded 2 videos related to my thoughts about Hydro and Fontaine. So that would be, one of them is my lore off tangent about what I think about Hydro. And actually that off tangent happened the day on the stream, the day before the Genshin 4.0 special program. It's a 30-minute video. And then yeah, I've also released my reaction to the Genshin 4.0 special program. It's around, my reaction is around 2 hours long. So yeah, everything there is timestamped for your convenience. And yeah, so during that reaction VOD, I reacted to the trailer, of course, and I also tried my best to break it down, and then afterwards I just reacted to the entire special program. So yeah, so if you're interested to know more about my thoughts about Hydro and Fontaine recently, you may check out the previous 2 videos that I've recently released. So yeah, yes. Okay, that would be it, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today, and see you all later at 10 p.m. GMT+8 for my for my Hydro lore PowerPoint stream in line with Genshin and Fontaine. Yes, that would be it. It will be I can't wait to to share it with you all. I will do my very best to explain my thoughts to you. Anyways, bye everyone. Thank you so much. I will be playing some background music to send you all off. Bye bye everyone.